Greetings everyone and welcome back to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel. My name is Matthew, and in a pre-season littered with injuries to key players, failed takeovers, pre-season friendly defeats and one or two photoshopped images of Barack Obama, we finally have something we can be a little bit positive about. This is following the news that Newcastle have announced that we have officially signed Callum Wilson and Ryan Fraser. The former Bournemouth pair have signed 4-year and 5-year deals respectively at the club. Of course, it was no secret that the two players were on Newcastle's shortlist. However, momentum in regards to both deals picked up over the weekend, which we spoke about in a previous video, and that culminated in both players completing formalities on their respective deals around about the same time, both being announced today. Now, I appreciate that we can't cover the cracks in Newcastle United, those seismic cracks that are there. Yes, we are still owned by a man that we all rightfully despise, and we have a man in charge who might not be everyone's cup of tea or particular slice of bacon when it comes to being a football manager. However, I believe that these signings need to be seen in their own light, and for me they are two very, very good signings. They're not just bodies through the door, and with the season only 5 days away, the signings that improve us very much in their respective positions. Now, starting with Ryan Fraser, who has to be seen as very, very good value on a free transfer. He was announced today, late today after Callum Wilson, and it has to be said in a very commendably cryptic fashion by the NUFC Twitter. If you haven't seen it, please go and have a look. He featured heavily in 4 of Bournemouth's Premier League seasons. In that time, he made 120 appearances, including 98 starts. He scored 16 goals and registered 26 assists. He is a right-footed player who plays predominantly on the left, and as mentioned in the previous video, I believe that this definitely gives us a better option on the left-hand side. Could bring a bit more balance to us as an attacking unit and allow Almiron to perhaps move into that central role that I feel like he flourishes in a bit behind the striker. Now, it's been reported that Fraser really made his mind up about joining Newcastle when he knew that Wilson, his former teammate and now current teammate, was going to be joining Newcastle United also, and you can understand why, given the chemistry that they've had in the past. A couple of seasons ago, that the pair combined for a total of 12 goals, which is only second in Premier League history to a certain Mr. Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton back in the early 90s. Moving on to Callum Wilson, he of course arrives for £20 million, and is a player that I'm sure most Newcastle supporters will be happy with. He of course slots straight in at that centre forward position, a position that we're desperately lacking goals in, and he brings in plenty of Premier League experience. Now, in his games for Bournemouth, he made 126 appearances, 109 of them were starts, and he scored 41 Premier League goals. He's of course had his fair share of injury problems, missing lengthy spells sat on the sidelines, but with the amount of games he's played in previous seasons, I'm hoping that most of that has been put behind him, fingers crossed. Now, at the age of 28, he should still be seen as in his prime years or coming up to his prime years, but Newcastle spending £20 million on a player of this age certainly suggests that there might be a slight change in policy, but obviously make of that what you will. Now, it has been reported that he will be taking the fabled number 9 shirt, which is currently in the possession of Joe Linton. But some people might see that as kicking Joe Linton while he's down, taking the number 9 shirt away from him when he's coming off the back of a fairly unspectacular debut season. Personally, I believe that it could do the opposite. I feel like it could take some pressure off Joe Linton's shoulders, make him concentrate on his natural game, which certainly isn't your stereotypical number 9. So it will be good to see how the arrival of players like Wilson affect players like Joe Linton as well. But for me, 2 fantastic signings hopefully will be added to in the coming days, with Jamal Lewis set for a medical tomorrow and Rob Holding looking like he's going to sign on loan from Arsenal. Luke Edwards has said that there could be a chance of a further loan player. Who that might be, I'm not too sure. But who do you guys think that might be? Do you think we're still short in certain positions, and are you looking forward to the new season anymore with the addition of the 2 players today? Please comment below, please like the video, and please subscribe to the Gallagher Shots YouTube channel.